Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out a really cool GameCube game that you probably haven't heard of. Maybe you have, but probably not. Now the game was published and developed by HUDSON, but it has game characters from TAKARA, HUDSON, and KONAMI. The game very much has a Super Smash Bros. Type feel to it, where you're fighting on like these platform levels, and it's obviously kind of this over-the-top fighting style.
As a fighting game fan and one who loves these kind of unique and quirky games, this exclusive release coming in at #1, DreamMix TV, World Fighters. For those of you who happen to catch my top 10 unreleased GameCube games in the United States, you might remember this one. Now, while this game is neat and quirky and fun to play, the question is it worth your time, and is it really that great? That's what we're here to find out, so let's take a look at it and see what it really has to offer. While the game is definitely dated, it's still very visually appealing to me, and I love the colors and the kind of pop culture vibes that you get from the game itself. I feel like games like this kind of hold more of a special place to people who are into collecting imports or unique titles. Starting off at the character select screen, you have a 17 character roster, and I believe only 11 or 10 of which are available right off the bat. As far as character customization options, you do have those in the form of selecting your character's look, but that's about as far as it goes. So the objective of each fight is to beat the crap out of the other character until they lose their soul, which is that little heart that's going to pop out of them. And then they'll shrink. Once that happens, you can go grab their soul and you win the battle. Seems kind of ominous for such a bright and perky game. Aside from character design, another area that they did really well in was the look and feel of the stages. They picked very iconic stages for each battle to take place on, and I really like that about this game. The speed is comfortable, but it could be a little bit quicker at times. As far as the controls go, that's definitely one area where it's lacking a bit. They're very simple, pretty much a 3-button layout, and while the game is fun to button mash on, there's not a whole lot to it as far as strategy and fighting technique goes. As far as player modes, there are 3 game modes. The first being story or arcade mode, the second being a survival mode, and the third being an 8-round score-based gameplay. More of like a mini game, I guess. I really like the Adventure Island level, and one of my other favorites is the moving train. Let's take a quick look at the gameplay from the 8-level challenge mode. Now, in this challenge mode, it's all score-based and level ranking, so pretty straightforward, but very satisfying as well. My overall take on this game is that it is totally weird and bizarre, and definitely not the norm in fighting games. While it does have some resemblances to Super Smash Bros., it's really nothing quite like it. It's kind of its own simplified version of Smash Bros. With different characters. And while I do love the characters, not all of them play that great. But it is a fun game to mess around with. Whether or not you'll like it will depend entirely on your style and what you find amusing, especially when it's something older like this.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to leave a like on your way out. Until next time, I'll see you guys then.